Today, Disney is a name that brings to mind blockbuster movies, beloved animation, and themed entertainment that captures the hearts of all ages. Yet, what few people realize is that in the mid-20th century, Disney was at the cutting edge of technology, daring to imagine and even build the city of the future. Among his ambitions was an innovative transportation solution, a vision of monorails as a futuristic, efficient mode of urban transportation. But where did it all go wrong, and just why isn't LA the city of monorails? Stay tuned to find out, as today we explore the story of Disney's failed Los Angeles monorail. I'm your host Ryan Sokash, and you're watching It's History. Something I've always loved about the history of the Disney monorail is how it blends two styles. It's not just a transportation system that moves people from one place to another. Rather, it has a unique design that makes it feel integral to the park experience. Well, that combination of practicality and uniqueness reminded me of an accessory that I've been wearing a lot lately, my brand new Steric watch from Holzgren. Made of pearl and silver, it has an interesting texture and iridescent shine that changes depending on how the light hits it. I chose it for formal occasions, but honestly, I've been wearing it every day. And these accessories are special because they're produced in small quantity, ensuring exceptional quality in each piece, the type of thing you hold on to forever. Beyond watches, they also have other jewelry choices like bracelets, sunglasses, or rings. Each is made with a combination of wood like walnut, cherry, and maple, along with natural stones like marble, onyx, and amethyst. I also wear this beautiful black lava stone bracelet. I've never seen anything like it. Each design is original and unique, but it gets better. Shipping was completely free. I didn't even have to pay customs fees. They took care of everything. And it's not just because they're collaborating with this channel. Express shipping is entirely free to anywhere in the world. No matter where you live, whether it's North America or Europe, you'll get your order within 2 to 5 business days. Plus, for a limited time only, Holzgren is having their biggest sale of the year where you can get up to 30% off by clicking my link in the description or pinned comment. It's really the perfect opportunity to find a gift for that special someone or treat yourself to something unique and high quality. Thanks to Holzgren for sponsoring this video, and now, let's get back to our story. Let's go back to June the 14th, 1959, when Vice President Richard Nixon, along with his daughters, Tricia and Julie, was invited to cut the ribbon for Disneyland's latest technological marvel, the Disneyland monorail. But things didn't go as planned. You see, the ceremony scissors jammed, leaving Walt Disney himself to tear the ribbon by hand to keep the event on schedule. The monorail, however, had captured the public's imagination, setting the tone for a futuristic transit system that some believed could transform the entire United States. And yet, this dream, like so many other ambitious transit projects in America, faced a turbulent journey. Now, the dream of a monorail wasn't new. In fact, its origins can be traced back to the early 19th century in Europe. The first known monorail concept emerged in 1820s Russia, thanks to engineer Ivan Elmanov. But then, shortly after, British engineer Henry Robertson Palmer independently created a similar design in England. Both engineers saw potential in a single-rail elevated design that allowed cargo to travel across challenging terrain. Palmer's vision included a carriage suspended on either side of the rail, elevated on pillars and designed for horses to pull. While the elevated rail reduced interference from snow, debris, and obstacles on the ground. The first practical use of Palmer's monorail appeared in Hertfordshire, England in 1825, and from there, the idea spread. In Germany, for example, industrialists embraced the monorail concept to connect a steel mill to the Ruhr Valley, sparking excitement and interest throughout Europe. Eventually, the German monorail project gained imperial attention, with Kaiser Wilhelm II himself taking a ride in 1900, affirming the concept's futuristic appeal. So, for the next several decades, monorail concepts would continue to evolve in experimental forms, yet they struggled to find mainstream applications beyond niche uses. That is, until an unexpected figure entered the scene, Walt Disney. To truly understand Disney's monorail, we first need to introduce another influential figure, Axel Wenner-Gren, founder of Elweg, the company that would go on to engineer Disneyland's monorail. Born in Sweden in 1881, Axel hailed from a wealthy family, but he initially struggled to find any success on his own. After years of trial and error, he finally found a golden opportunity following World War I, when he encountered an early model of the vacuum cleaner, convincing his employer to purchase the patent, a move that transformed Electrolux into a global brand, and in the process, he became one of the world's wealthiest men. With his newly found fortune, Axel diversified, building a business empire across sectors like newspapers, banking, and even arms manufacturing. Then, when World War II began, he tried to serve as a neutral mediator between the Nazis and the Allies, a controversial move that led to his assets being frozen by both the British and the US. Although suspicions of his alliance lingered, no evidence of Nazi sympathy was ever confirmed. After the war, Axel redirected his focus to transportation technology, founding the Elweg Company in 1950. The name, a mixture of his initials ALWG, was also a wordplay on the German phrase alles Weg, or all the way, symbolizing the company's ambition to revolutionize transit. The company invested in a state-of-the-art facility in Cologne, Germany, where Elweg developed and tested monorail designs for the public. In 1952, Elweg held its first monorail demonstration, sparking interest across industries. And it was here that Walt Disney was among those captivated by the demonstration, envisioning it as a perfect vehicle to bring his futuristic Tomorrowland to life. By 1954, Disney was in touch with the industrialist Swede, and soon a new collaboration was born. Walt Disney famously claimed, quote, "I don't make movies, I make money. I make money to make movies." Known for his insatiable curiosity, Disney saw himself as a visionary, not merely in entertainment but in city planning, technology, and innovation. In 1955, Disney's vision for a theme park culminated in the opening of Disneyland, inspired by his visits to Griffith Park and countless letters from fans eager to visit Disney Studios. He conceptualized a place where families could experience magic, but in a real-world setting. Disneyland's opening was a success beyond Disney's wildest dreams. In fact, the Soviet premier of the time demanded to see Disneyland during his 1959 visit to the US, only to be denied over security concerns. Considering Disneyland's success, Disney's ambitions only grew. He and his team set their sights on a second opening of Disneyland, which would feature 3 major new attractions, including the Matterhorn bobsleds, the submarine voyage, and of course, the Disneyland Elweg monorail. In 1958, Disney's team, including engineers Roger Bragi and Bob Gurr, collaborated with Elweg to adapt the monorail for Tomorrowland. Gurr's sleek, futuristic design, featuring an eye-catching bubble top, gave the vehicle its unique look, and the elevated track's concrete beams enabled the silent, smooth operation that Disney envisioned. When the monorail opened in 1959, it was a milestone for the park and public transportation alike. And it needs to be said that this marked the first daily operating monorail system in the Western Hemisphere, showcasing Disney's commitment to pushing technological boundaries. Just 2 years later, Disney expanded the monorail to connect the Disneyland Hotel, creating a seamless experience for guests. And this is the system that most of us have come to know and love. Rather, this was a prototype for a network that will connect the entire city of Los Angeles. Disney's monorail success led Elweg to set its sights on an even more ambitious project, a 43-mile monorail system across Los Angeles. Elweg's president presented the proposal on June 4th, 1963, which would have connected the San Fernando Valley, Wilshire Corridor, San Bernardino, and downtown LA. His plan was financially innovative, pledging to fund the monorail entirely and recover costs through MTA revenue, meaning no taxpayer burden. Despite Elweg's impressive concept, the proposal faced immense opposition. Rumors circulated that powerful entities like Standard Oil and General Motors, with vested interest in car dependency, pressured officials to reject the monorail in favor of preserving LA's car culture. And the downfall of this idea didn't take long. In fact, shortly after the proposal, the project was scrapped altogether, dealing a blow to Disney's and Axel's dream of a monorail-powered urban future. This is a story we see all too often in American transit history. Ambitious, even visionary projects blocked in favor of car-centric planning. Although America's monorail vision ultimately fell short, a few iconic projects remain to this very day, including Disneyland's original monorail loop or the Seattle monorail, commissioned for the 1962 World's Fair. And although smaller in scale, this is a fantastic example of what LA's urban monorail might have been. LWEG's Seattle monorail broke even within just 6 months and continues to serve the public, a lasting reminder of a time when American cities flirted with the monorail dream. Over the years, Disneyland's monorail has undergone several redesigns, from the original Mark I to the Mark VII, an amazing vehicle introduced back in 2008. Despite changes, the monorail's design retains much of its initial charm and remains a beloved attraction. And I certainly hope that after watching this video, it will be an attraction that reminds you of Disney's forgotten vision of a futuristic Los Angeles. I also hope this video will lead you to conclude that, looking back, Disney was more than a founder of an entertainment company. He was a visionary who dared to imagine cities where advanced transit systems, not just cars, dictated urban life. Today, we can only wonder what Los Angeles and perhaps the nation might have looked like if this design had taken hold. But our story today doesn't end here. In fact, we did an entire episode about Walt Disney's favorite dessert over on our limited series, Eats History. You can click here to see that right now. We recreated and taste tested the dish. It was delicious. Otherwise, thanks to Hallskern for sponsoring this video. And now, I thank you all for watching. Until next time, I'm Ryan Sokesh, signing off.